Have you ever had a day when everything went wrong, just when everything seemed to be superlatively right? In Sir Harry Sim's case, it was a woman who did the mischief. She came to him in his great hour and told him she did not admire him. It quite spoiled the morning for him.
How was that?
I think it was perfect.
Oh, but was it dignified?
Oh, very. And it will be still more so when you have the sword.
Oh, the sword will lend it an air. There are really the 5 moments: the glide, the kiss, the dip, the tap, and you back out a knight. It's short, but it's a very beautiful ceremony. Anything you can suggest?
No. You don't think perhaps you have practiced until you know what to do almost too well?
I do not. Don't talk nonsense. Wait until your opinion is asked for.
Sorry, Harry, I'm sorry. The Flora Typewriting Agency.
I telephoned them to send someone this afternoon.
Oh,
A woman, I presume, Tomes?
Yes, Sir Harry.
Yes, send them up, Tomes. Oh, and, strictly speaking, Tomes, I'm not Sir Harry till Thursday.
Beg pardon, sir, but it is such a satisfaction to us.
They like it downstairs, do they?
Especially the females, Sir Harry.
Oh! You show her up here, Tomes, and, Emmy, you can tell the woman what she is wanted for. Tell her the sort of things about me that will come better from you. You heard Tomes. Especially the females. And he is right. Oh, success. The women like it even better than the men, for they share. You share. Lady Sims. Oh, not a woman will see that gown with being sick with envy of it, I'm sure. I know them. I know them all. Have all our lady friends in here to see it. It will make them ill for a week.
Good morning, ma'am.
good morning. Sit down, please. That's the typewriting machine.
Yes, I suppose if I'm to work here, I may take this off. I get on better without it.
Oh, certainly. I suppose I ought to apologize for my gown. I am to be presented this weekend. I was trying it on.
It is beautiful, if I may presume to say so.
Yes, it is beautiful.
I suppose it is some copying you weren't done? I was not given the particulars. I was told to come to this address, but that was all.
It is not for me. It is for my husband. And what he wants is not exactly copying. He wants a number of letters answered, hundreds of them. Letters and telegrams of congratulation.
Yes.
My husband, he is a remarkable man. He is about to be knighted.
Ah.
He is about to be knighted for his services to... For his services. He can explain it so much better than I can.
And I am to answer the letters of congratulation.
Yes.
It is work I've had some experience of.
Oh, but, excuse me, you can't begin until you know what he wants to say.
Only a specimen letter. Won't it be the usual thing?
Is there a usual thing?
Oh, yes.
Oh, how quickly you do it. It must be delightful to be able to do something and do it well.
Yes, it is delightful.
Excuse me, though, I don't think that will be of any use. My husband wants me to explain to you that his is an exceptional case. He did not try to get this honor in any way. It was a complete surprise.
That is what I have written.
But how could you know?
I only guessed.
Is that the usual thing?
Oh, yes.
They don't try to get it.
I don't know. That is what we are told to say in our letters.
Well, I should explain to you that my husband is not a man who cares for honors, so long as he does his duty.
Yes, I have been putting that in.
Have you? But he particularly wants it to be known that he would have declined a title were it not for...
I've got it here.
What have you got?
Indeed, I would have asked to be allowed to decline had it not been, I want to please my wife.
But how could you know it was that?
Is it?
Do they all try to get it for that reason?
That is what we are told to say in the letters.
Well, it is quite as if you knew my husband.
I assure you, I don't even know his name.
Oh, he would not like that. Harry, this is the lady.
Oh, yes. Good afternoon.
I've been trying to explain to her that what you want done is not exactly copying, but you'd rather...
What?
That is...
What? What? No! No! Thank you, Emmy. I'll attend to her. You.
Yes, it is funny.
The shamelessness of your daring to come here.
I assure you, it is no less a surprise to me than it is to you. I was sent here in the ordinary way of business. I was told the address. I was not given the name.
The ordinary way of business?
Mm-hmm.
This is what you have been reduced to? A typist?
Oh, think of it.
Well, after going through worse times, I'll be bound.
Much worse times.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Harry.
What? What was that you called me, madam?
Isn't it Harry? On my soul, I almost forgot.
It isn't Harry to you. My name is Sims, if you please.
Yes, I had not forgotten that. It was my name too, you see.
It was your name, so you forfeited the right to it.
Exactly.
At first I was furious to find you here, but on second thought it pleases me. There is grim justice in it.
Tell me.
Do you know what you've been brought here to do?
I have just been made aware. You have been made a knight, and I am to answer the letters of congratulation.
That's it! That is it! You are here on this day as my servant.
I who might have been Lady Sims.
And you are her typist instead. Oh, I'm glad you saw her in her presentation gown.
I wonder if she would let me do her washing, Sir Harry.
You can go. The mere thought that only a few flights of stairs separate such as you from my innocent children.
You have children.
2.
Such a nice number.
Both boys.
Oh, successful in everything. Are they like you, Harry?
They are very like me.
That's nice.
Will you please go?
Wait, what shall I say to my employer?
That is no concern of mine.
What will you say to Lady Sims?
I flatter myself that whatever I say to Lady Sims, she will accept without comment.
Still the same, Harry.
What do you mean by that?
Just that you have the old confidence and your profound knowledge of the fair sex.
I suppose I know my wife.
I suppose so. I was only remembering, you used to think you knew her when I was a lady. Well, goodbye, Sir Harry. Won't you ring and the 4 men servants will see me out?
As you are here, there is something I want to get out of you. Who was the man?
You never found out.
I can never be sure.
I thought that would worry you.
It's plain that he soon left you.
Very soon.
I could have told you that. God, Kate, who was he? Tell me. It was 14 years ago and cannot matter to either of us now.
Better not ask.
I do ask. Tell me.
It is kinder not to tell you.
Oh, well then by James, it was one of my own pals. Was it Bernard? It could have been someone who comes to my house still.
I think not. 14 years. Well, you found my letter that night when you came home.
Yes.
I had propped it up by the decanters. I thought you would be sure to see it there. It was a room not unlike this one, and the furniture was arranged in the same attractive way. How it all comes back to me. Oh, can't you see me, Harry, in hat and cloak, placing the letter there, taking a last look around, and then stealing out into the night to meet.
Whom? Whom?
Him. Hours passed, no sound in the room but the tick-tock of the clock. Then, about midnight, you return alone. You take up the letter.
No! I wasn't alone.
No?
No.
Oh, here have I been all these years conceiving it wrongly. I believe something interesting happened.
Something confoundedly annoying.
Do tell me.
We won't get into that. Kate, tell me who he was. Surely a husband has a right to know with whom his wife bolted.
Surely the wife has a right to know how he took it. A fair exchange. You tell me what happened, and I will tell you who he was.
You will. Very well.
Go on, Harry.
Well, as you know, I had been dining at the club that night.
Yes.
Jack Lamb drove me home. Mabbott Green was with us, and we had been discussing a thing.
Jack Lamb, Mabbott Green. I think I remember them. Jack was in Parliament?
No, that was Mabbott. Anyways, we had been talking at the club, and I... Was it him?
Who?
Mabbott!
What?
With the man! Was it Mabbott?
What man?
The man!
Oh, no.
The Mabbott!
I thought you said he came in with you.
No, it might have been a blind. I don't.
Well, it wasn't. Go on.
We'd been discussing the thing at the club, and they came inside to talk for a few moments.
An interesting talk, evidently.
The papers had been full that evening of the elopement of some countess woman with a fiddler. Oh, God, what was her name?
Does it matter?
No, it doesn't. Anyways, they come inside and... I had been rather vehement.
Oh, I begin to see. You had been saying, it serves the husband right, that the man who could not hold on to his wife deserves to lose her. It was one of your favorite topics. Oh, Harry, say it was that.
It may have been something like that.
And all that time the letter was there waiting, and no one knew but the clock. It is sweet of you to tell me. I forget what I said precisely in the letter.
So do I, but I have it still.
Oh, do let me see it again.
You are welcome to it. And the gift.
Yes, this is it. Oh, Harry, how you did wrinkle it. Ah, dear husband, I call you that for the last time. I am off. I am what you call making a bolt of it. I won't try to excuse myself nor to explain, for you would not accept the excuses nor understand the explanation. It will be a little shock to you, but only to your pride. What will astound you is that any woman would be such a fool as to leave such a man as you. I am taking nothing with me that belongs to you. May you be very happy. Your ungrateful Kate. P.S. You need not try to find out who he is. You will try, but you won't succeed. Oh, I may really have it for my very own.
You really may.
If you would care for a typed copy.
None of that! I had to let them see it in the end.
Oh, I can picture Jack Lamb eating it up.
Penniless parson's daughter.
That is all I was.
We searched for the two of you high and low.
Private detectives?
No, they couldn't even get on the track of you.
No.
No. But finally, the court sent me serve the papers by advertisement of a man unknown, and I got my freedom.
As I saw, it was the last I heard of you.
And I married again, just as soon as I could.
They say that is always a compliment to the first wife.
By God, I showed them.
You soon showed them if one woman was a fool to leave you, you still had your pick of the basket.
By James, I did.
But still, you wondered who he was.
Oh, I suspected everybody. I felt like jumping at their throats and crying, "It's you."
You had been so admirable to me, and instinct told you I was sure to choose another of the same.
Oh, well, I thought, it can't be money, so it must be looks. Some handsome young fellow. He must have had something wonderful about him to give up all that you had with me.
Poor Harry.
And it hadn't been going on for long, for I would have noticed the change in you.
Would you?
I knew you so well.
Oh, you amazing man.
So tell me, Kate, out with it. Who was it?
You are determined to know.
You promised, you gave your word.
If I must. I am sorry I promised. There was no one, Harry. No one at all.
If you think that
I told you you wouldn't like it.
the letter itself gives you the lie.
That was intentional. I saw that if the truth were made known, you might have trouble in getting your freedom. As I was getting mine, it seemed only fair that you should have yours as well. So I wrote my letter in terms that would be taken to mean what you thought they meant. And I knew the law would back you in your opinion. For the law, like you, Harry, has a profound understanding of women.
I don't believe you yet.
Perhaps that is the better way to take it. It is less unflattering than the truth, but you were the only one. To sum up, leaving you sufficed.
Well, then what mad impulse?
There's no impulse, Harry. I had put it out for a year.
A year? One would think to hear that I hadn't been a good husband to you.
You were a good husband, according to your lights.
I think so.
And a moral man, and chatty, and quite the philanthropist.
Oh, the women envied you.
Oh, how you loved me to be envied.
I swaddled you in luxury.
That was it.
What?
The way you beamed at me when I sat at the head of your fat dinners and my fat jewelry, surrounded by our fat friends.
Oh, they weren't so fat.
All except those who were so thin. Have you ever noticed, Harry, that many jewels make women either incredibly fat or so incredibly thin?
I have not. Was anybody getting on better than me? And consequently you.
Consequently me. Oh, Harry, you and your sublime religion.
Religion? I was never one to talk about religion.
You don't even know what your religion was, and is, and will be until the day of your expensive funeral. One's religion is whatever he is most interested in. And yours is success.
You're not saying you left me because of my success.
That was it. I couldn't endure it if a failure had come now and then. But your success was suffocating me. The passionate craving, I had to be done. I had to find myself among people who are not successful.
There are plenty of them.
There were none in our set. The moment they began to go downhill, they rolled out of our sight.
Kate, I tell you I'm worth $250,000.
That is what you are worth to yourself. I'll tell you what you are worth to me. Exactly 12 pounds, for I determined if I could make 12 pounds, I could launch myself in the world alone. And as soon as I made it, I left you.
12 pounds?
That is what you are worth to a woman. If she can't make it, she has to stick with you.
You valued me at more than that when you married me.
Ah, but I didn't know you then. If only you had been a man, Harry.
A man? What do you mean by a man?
Haven't you heard of them? They are something fine, and every woman is loath to admit to herself that her husband is not one. When she marries, even though she has been a very trivial person, there is in her some vague stirring toward a worthy life, as well as a fear of her capacity for evil. She knows her chance lies in him. If there is something good in him, what is good in her finds it, and they join forces against the basic parts. So I didn't give you up willingly, Harry. I invented all sorts of theories to explain you. Your hardness, I said it was a fine lack of sentiment. Your coarseness, I said it goes with strength. Your contempt for the weak, I called it virility. Your want of ideals was clear-sightedness. Your ignoble views of women, I tried to think them funny. Oh, I clung to you to save myself, but I had to let you go. You have only the one quality, Harry. Success. And you have it so strong that it swallowed up all the others.
How did you earn that £12?
It took me 6 months, but I earned it fairly. I learned this. I hired it and taught myself. I got some work through a friend, and with my first £12, I paid for my typewriter. After that, I considered I was free to go, so I went.
All this going on in the lap of luxury. By God, you were determined.
By God, I was.
One would think to hear that I hadn't been a good husband to you.
You were a good husband.
How you must have hated me.
Not a bit. Once I saw there was a way out. From that moment on, you amused me, Harry. I even felt sorry for you. For I saw you could not help yourself. Success is just a fatal gift.
Thank you.
Yes, and some of your most successful friends knew it. One or two of them used to look very sad at times, as if they thought they might have amounted to something if they hadn't been so successful.
Will you please go?
Only don't let us part in anger. Tell me how I am looking, Harry, compared to the doll and nut thing that used to roll around in your padded carriages.
I forget what you looked like, but I am sure that you could not hold a candle to the present Lady Sims.
There is a portrait of her, is it not?
Yes. Painted by an R.A.
Oh, a knight.
Yes.
It is a very pretty face.
Acknowledged to be a beauty everywhere.
There is a merry look in the eye and character in the chin.
Noted for her wit.
All her life ahead of her when this was painted. It is a spiritual face, too. Oh, Harry, you brute!
What?
That dear creature, capable of becoming such a noble wife and mother. She is the spiritless woman of no account I saw in here a few minutes ago. I forgive you for myself for I escaped, but that poor lost soul. Harry. Oh, Harry!
I'll thank you. If there ever was a woman happy in her married life and proud of her husband, that lady is Lady Sims.
I wonder.
Well, then you needn't wonder.
If I were a husband, it is my advice to all of them that I would often watch my wife quietly to see whether the £12 look were not coming into her eyes. 2 boys, did you say? Both like you.
What is that to you?
I was only thinking that somewhere there are 2 little girls who, when they grow up, the dear, sweet little girls who are all meant for the men who are not successful. Well, goodbye, Sir Harry.
Oh, no! Say first that you're sorry.
For what?
For leaving me. Say you regret it bitterly. You know you do. Say it. Say it. You have ruined the day for me.
Well, for that I am sorry. But it is only a pinprick, Harry. You will soon forget about it. I suppose it is a little jarring in your moment of triumph to find that there is one old friend who does not think you a success. But really, who cares what a typist thinks?
Nobody. Nobody. A typist. At 18 shillings a week.
Oh, not a bit of it, Harry. I'd double that.
No. Marvelous.
May I come in?
Oh, ha! It is Lady Sims.
I won't tell her. She's afraid to come into her own husband's room without knocking.
She is not. Come in, dearest.
Harry, the sword has come.
Oh, no, not now. Put it down.
But I thought you were so eager to practice with it.
Put it down.
It is a very beautiful sword, if I may say so.
Yes.
Emmy, the one thing your neck needs is more jewels.
More.
Some ropes of pearls. I'll see to it. It's a bagatelle to me. Good day, miss.
Thank you.
Going already? Been very quick.
The lady doesn't suit, Emmy.
I'm sorry.
As am I, but it can't be helped. Goodbye, your ladyship. Goodbye, Sir Harry.
She seemed such a capable woman.
Oh, I don't like her style at all.
Of course, you know best.
Lord, how she winced when I said I was to give you that rope of pearls.
Did she? I didn't notice. Suppose so.
Suppose? Surely I know enough about women to know that.
Yes, you do.
Emmy, I know you well, don't I? Well, I can read you like a book, eh?
Yes, Harry.
Lord, what a different existence yours is to that poor lonely wretch's.
Yes. But she had a very contented face.
Oh, all put on. What?
I didn't say anything.
One would think you envied her.
Envied? No. But I thought she looked so alive. It was while she was working the machine.
Alive? That's no life. It is you that are alive. I'm busy, Emmy.
Sorry, Harry, I'll go. Are they very expensive?
What?
Those machines.